Well, two suspects arrested in connection to the death of a 1-year-old boy at a Bronx daycare were arraigned in federal court today.
Fox 8 Sharon Crowley in the newsroom with more on what we've learned about the allegedly horrifying and dangerous conditions that were happening inside the daycare, Sharon.
Yeah, it's really incredible, and we're learning more details tonight. The U.S. Attorney says the daycare owner, her husband, who's still on the run, and a tenant were operating a drug operation inside of the Bronx daycare, distributing fentanyl. A search of the daycare turning up large quantities of narcotics and a so-called kilo press used to make fentanyl into powder. The drugs were kept in a closet near mats used by the kids to sleep on, creating a toxic environment.
We allege that the defendants poisoned 4 babies and killed one of them because they were running a drug operation from a daycare center.
The federal government now in charge of the investigation into the tragic death of 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici, who, along with 3 other children under the age of 3, was exposed to the toxic opioid fentanyl while taking a nap inside this Bronx daycare.
Fentanyl is the most urgent threat in our nation. And the tragedy that unfolded in the Bronx at the Divino Nino daycare center demonstrates the danger that fentanyl poses to every New Yorker.
The daycare owner, Gray Mendez, weeping in federal court, and the other defendant, Carlisto Acevedo Brito, who rented a room inside the daycare, were arraigned on murder and attempted murder charges. Court documents allege Friday afternoon when the children would not wake up from their naps. Before calling 911 to get help for the children, Mendez called her husband to alert him. Prosecutors say he's seen on security camera footage leaving the daycare with 2 shopping bags out a back alley door before ambulances arrive. He's still on the run. When medics got to the daycare, they administered Narcan to the children to counteract the toxic narcotic. It was too late for little Nicholas. The U.S. Attorney says the defendants were running an illegal drug operation out of the daycare.
When law enforcement officers searched the daycare, they found a large quantity of fentanyl and machinery used to press and package narcotics for distribution. And in particular, they found a brick of fentanyl, about 1 kilogram in weight, right on top of children's playmats in the daycare's closet.
Well, the U.S. Attorney would not say what country the fentanyl came from or whether this operation out of the Bronx daycare is connected to a larger drug cartel. And when asked about the daycare owner's husband, who's still at large, the U.S. Attorney said, quote, "We are not done looking for him." Now, after tonight's arraignment, the daycare owner and the other defendant remain behind bars in federal custody. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Sharon, thank you.